Let's see. Okay, guys. Sorry, I was just checking something. I was trying to stream off X as well, but I don't know what was going on. But, guys, welcome back to the Chicago Conservative Live Stream Edition. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. This is going to be a quick little video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about Van Jones. And he basically interviewed these black Trump voters and whatnot, and how, are they satisfied with the vote for Donald Trump? Are they, not satisfied? Do they regret their vote? And basically he asked these black Trump supporters, will they vote for Trump again if they could do it all over? Now, I don't really know the answers to what these people are going to say, because this is CNN. This is the China News Network, China News Network. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to tread lightly with these China communist guys. But without further ado, I'm not going to stretch the video longer than what it really has to be. Let's get right into it, guys. Roll the clip.
We started off the broadcast tonight with the president's cabinet shakeup, and that's, of course, only a fraction of what's unfolded over the last 102 days of the second Trump administration. The question is, what are voters making of it all? CNN's Van Jones has been talking to Trump supporters dating back to 2016. He is, as you know, a Democrat who is a former senior advisor to President Obama. For tonight's report, he met with a small group of black voters, a man and woman from South Carolina and another woman from North Carolina, all of whom voted.
And just to be honest with you guys, Van Jones is a punk. This dude is an actual punk. This dude got punked by Vivek Ramaswamy. He let Vivek punk him, guys, in public. So Van Jones is really not the man that I would want to grow up to be. Just saying, bald and pathetic. I mean, not really my cup of tea, guys. So if anybody looks at Van Jones as a leader, you have to be smoking the finest crack. Van Jones is an absolute joke.
Voted for President Trump. CNN's exit polling shows Mr. Trump got 8% of the black vote in 2016, and that grew slightly into the teens over the next two elections. Here's Van's report from Greenville, South Carolina.
You do well.
And here we are in South Carolina.
See, look, this is why I don't like Joe Biden and these Democrats, because you guys know that Van Jones is a huge Joe Biden supporter, right? So the video, it hasn't even been 10 seconds yet, and already I'm seeing red flags. Why are you pandering these people with chicken?
You do well.
You see that? Was that chicken? Come on, bro. Stop with the stereotypes. Didn't Joe Biden do the same thing when it came to that black family? He fed them all chicken, and he himself had like a burger or something. Like, they just can never stop with the stereotypical garbage, guys. But let's see what these black Trump voters have to say.
And here we are in South Carolina with three Trump voters. You weren't always a Republican.
No. Actually, I come from a family that was like super Democratic. My first time voting, I voted Democrat. I voted for Joe Biden.
What about Trump appealed to you?
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, part of it is he's an asshole. I like authenticity.
You voted for Obama, and then you voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
So what he means by that, let me just clarify a little bit when the guy says he's an a-hole. Yeah. But he's saying that to say that Trump has no filter when it comes to these politicians, guys. A lot of people fail to realize Donald Trump really isn't a politician like that. He's a populist. He tells it how it is. And this is what the people need nowadays. We don't want people beating around the bush and this, that, and the third. We don't like, we want to know who our enemies are when it comes to other nations in the world. We want to know if we're in debt. We want to know if we're capable of paying the debt off or sustaining the debt. We have to know these things as Americans. And Trump will let us know, you know? So I can't really say that about Joe Biden and Barack Obama and the rest of these damn Democrats that were in office for the past 12 years. They wouldn't tell us anything.
But 2020, you voted for Donald Trump. What made the change?
I began listening to someone. Her name is Candace Owens, and I read her book, and it just opened my eyes to maybe he's not the
shout out Candace,
and that I have been led to believe that he was.
So you voted against Trump in 2016,
Yes,
but then in 2020 you voted for him?
absolutely.
Why?
I know it's eating this dude up right now to hear these black Trump supporters on why they voted for Donald Trump. I know this is eating Van Jones' soul. Even when Joe Biden, after the State of the Union speech, this dude was basically damn near about to cry because he knew Joe Biden's cognitive decline was showing on camera during that debate between him and Donald Trump. Oh, Joe Biden, he can't do this. I thought he could, but he can't do this. Like, Van Jones, you think the American people didn't already know that Joe Biden couldn't do this job? And that's the problem, again, with these Democrats. They talk to us like we're stupid. There's nothing you can say that could convince me that this dude, Joe Biden, could do another 4 years as president. Absolutely not.
I saw how things were going during his first term, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I was pleased with what was happening. I saw the economy getting better. I saw country relations in certain countries getting better.
What are some things that he's doing that you do like?
There you go, guys. You guys know I hate to keep pausing it, but this video isn't really that long anyways. I think it's only like 6 minutes. But here's the thing, guys. That's the only thing the American people do not have a say-so in when it comes to our commander-in-chief. We do not have a say-so when it comes to foreign policies, guys. We don't. Everything that the commander-in-chief does with other countries, I mean, we can't control that. The only thing we can control is who we put in office. So when it comes to other countries around the world, like Israel, Ukraine, yeah, I'm not saying don't help these countries, but when the hell is the war going to end? Like, you're supposed to be pushing for peace, or at least doing some type of, I don't know, resolution.
Like,
For me, I like the border. I just don't like the idea of someone coming here illegally and getting benefits that can serve my community. So that's the reason why I support him on that border policy.
when you think about the border, you think about people coming here who are getting more help than people who live here and who are born here.
Yeah. And I got that perspective not from news channels. I got it from social media. TikTok is like a holy grail. We even see it with the things that we learn about the United States government.
Okay, guys, I got a opinion on that. When it comes to this guy saying the illegals was being prioritized more than the citizens here in America, I mean, who are we kidding here? They were giving these illegal immigrants everything when it came to free healthcare, free school, free food, free Section 8, so basically free housing, free everything. While you got veterans, literal veterans, people who got shot, people who served their country, people who could have died for their country, these people are actually homeless on the streets, living from shelter to shelter, getting bit by bed bugs and stuff like that, living in these terrible homeless shelters. You guys could have put that money where it needed to go. Why are you guys giving money to MS-13 gang members, Tren de la Agua gang members? Why are you guys doing that? That don't even make sense. You guys could have been giving this to the people who actually deserve it, actual tax-paying citizens. You guys definitely could have done that, but you guys chose not to. All right, guys, let's continue.
Outside of the United States, people are showing Americans, hey, look at what's going on. Do y'all know that your government is doing this? Have you seen this? Have you looked at it from this perspective?
You know, people, when they think about a Trump voter, they usually think about like a white dude with like a red hat on and a pickup truck. And y'all are not that at all. So.
And that's where you effing up at, Van Jones. I love when these Democrats say stuff like this. Oh, they think a Trump supporter is a Kentucky Derby white man that's in the trailer, that's chewing tobacco, that's in South Alabama. And like, no, bro, that's not an average Trump supporter. An average Trump supporter works, pay taxes, strict on crime, and just want to live in a place where they don't have to choose between rent or a mortgage and groceries every month. That's an average Trump supporter. Who the hell? And honestly, I would actually beg to differ that these trailer park, whatever the hell Van Jones is talking about, these people were fairly for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They don't do any research. They listen to China News Network like you guys, and really they just go off their own ideas. They don't want to do any research for themselves. Now, a lot of people can argue like, oh, but conservatives do the same thing with Fox News. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Fox News only reports things that everybody already knows, you know? So CNN, they basically lie. I'm not saying Fox News don't lie a little bit either. But when it comes down to it, Fox usually provides video evidence or some form of documentation to prove what they're backing up, you know? But when it comes to China News Networks, people like Van Jones and Don Lemon not with the CNN, the China News Network anymore. But when he was on there, he was talking crazy. MSNBC, you got Joyless Reed, Rachel Maddow, all of these crazy ass leftist news anchors, and they suck and they're biased. So, I mean, how can you really work with something like this?
Oh, Donald Trump's team went in, they took down Harriet Tubman's picture for a quick minute. They're trying to like knock out the black museums. What does that have to do with the price of eggs, and how does that impact you?
In some ways, it's a slap in the face. In other ways, I don't care. I care more about.
Look at his face. Look at his face, bro. This has to be the thumbnail right here. In other ways, I don't care. Like, see, look, this dude with the afro has the right idea. He's not really educated when it comes to the chickens and stuff like that, because everybody should know by now that Joe Biden did damn near a Holocaust when it came to the chickens in America. I think he killed like over 100 million chickens, guys. This dude was going absolutely ape, you know, on chickens. So for him to say the price of eggs aren't going down and this, that, and the third, dude, you can't force chickens to breed faster than you kill them, you know? So that's not really Trump's fault. That's Joe Biden's fault. And I hate when these people say, oh, why are grocery prices so high? Why is this so high? Why is my taxes so high? Why is this so high? Like, dude, Joe Biden has ruined the economy for 4 straight years. Trump has only been in office for 100 days, and he's already getting the economy back on track. Give this guy to the end of his term, the economy is definitely going to be booming again. They're complaining about the prices of eggs, like Joe Biden having killed all these damn chickens. And then not only that, but you're giving all of our money to foreign affairs. You're giving foreign aid to Israel, and really you're giving foreign aid to Israel and Gaza. So you're basically funding both sides of the war. Everybody knows that Hamas runs Gaza. So you're basically you gave what, $6 million to Gaza. So you basically gave $6 million to Hamas. You're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. This is absolutely insane. I'm surprised they ain't giving no money to Russia, but newsflash, they are, because they aren't buying. They wasn't really energy independent, and they wasn't for fracking during Joe Biden. They could, they wasn't for getting our own oil here in America. So they will have to buy oil from Iran and Russia and all of these other countries. It's stupid. But yeah, like, how does this actually affect me? Don't really know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care about, okay, you're saying he got rid of Black History Month and Black museums and stuff like that. First of all, that has yet to be true. I haven't seen him. He got rid of DEI. He got rid of DEI, but I don't really know if he got rid of any Black museum or anything like that. That's what I'm saying. You people don't even do any real reporting. And even when you try to manipulate Black Trump supporters or Black Trump voters, you still can't do it because the dude said he didn't care. I don't care. These people that you're trying to manipulate, these people do not care. Like, color is irrelevant now, dude. We have to get, like, our country back. Our deficit is $37 trillion. That's a problem, okay? But let's continue, guys.
How I'm going to take care of my children.
I don't think the average American cares about that. I know I am sick and tired of seeing Black people sit there and complain about something, but not taking action and steps to actually try to change things in an appropriate manner.
Right. There you go. That lady is cooking. Black people complain about stuff all day long, but when they need a problem solved, who is the first one that they run into? The racist white man, right? These are the first people that you guys want to run to. Oh, white people, please accept me. White people, please accept me for who I am as a Black person in America. Like, come on, bro, grow up. If you think white people are so bad and so racist, then why the hell do white people make majority of the Black millionaires in America rich? You think Blacks are the ones that's making LeBron James and Beyonce and Jay-Z? You guys actually think that it's Black folks making these people rich? Absolutely not.
Under the Trump and Biden administration, they came to certain agreements with police departments to be less brutal toward the Black community. Trump has now ended all that. How does that help the Black community?
I have a lot of issues with police reform and just with how police officers are treated as a whole. My husband is currently going through the process to become a police officer. The amount of hatred that cops get, even the best ones, I think has become a huge problem because it has been, especially around election times, when it definitely comes out of like, oh no, the cops are bad. The cops.
There you go. See, Van Jones needs to be listening, man. He needs to listen to what this lady is saying in this interview because we are actually sick and tired of this. I am so sick of white person bad, cops are bad, oh, Black people good, even though Black people kill each other all day, every day. Black power, this, that, and they're like, it's getting very, very, very old. It's getting very old. And this is why so many Black people support Trump now. Because how does this really help us? Us complaining about being Black, not having enough this, not having enough that. And like the lady said, instead of taking action, we complain. So how do us complaining really solve the problem here? Newsflash, it doesn't. It just makes us look ignorant, whiny, and lazy. That's just all it makes us look like. We're not going to actually do anything about it, like go up and speak to the politicians and hold them accountable, right? We rather just make a tweet or a post or whatever and just keep complaining.
Cops hate you because you're Black, they're immediately deemed as evil.
This man is talking about running for a third term. Now, what do you think about that?
The third term.
Oh my God, Van Jones. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do, Milk Dud Head, and it's not working. This isn't working, bro. CNN is going to be a dead news network very, very soon. Very, very soon. And this is why. You guys made a troll headline news, though. That's just like, oh, breaking news. The Chicago conservative claims that he grew wings and can fly off buildings. So you guys are going to actually believe that? You guys actually believe Trump is going to run in 2028? So when everybody was saying Obama should run for a third term and this, that, and the third, did you see Republicans going absolute batshit crazy? I don't believe so. So why the hell does Trump saying that he wants to run in 2028, which he clearly cannot do? I mean, let's get real here, ladies and gentlemen. If Trump ran for a third term, first of all, that would be impossible because of the Constitution, guys. That absolutely cannot happen. Republicans know this, conservatives know this, but the liberals are just so dense, they can't even understand or fathom that Trump is one of the biggest trolls in American history. One of the biggest. So for you guys to actually take this seriously just shows how truly dense you people are. You guys got Van Jones in front of a camera saying, this man's going to run for a third term. He's talking about running for a third term. What do you guys think about that? Van Jones, you want to know what I think about that? I think it's a waste of your breath to bring this up because it will never happen. This is for sales. This is for trolling. This is advertisement for Donald Trump. All you guys are doing is making him more relevant, which means you're making the Republican Party more relevant, which ultimately means you are bringing people more to the Republican side and you have more people leaving the Democratic Party, which is why they're at a 19 to 27 approval rating, guys.
For me, absolutely not. I think it's at the end of these 4 years, it's time to move on.
This is a prime example of him trolling people because people have said, they're like, oh, if he gets in the office, he's going to be a dictator. He's going to.
Look at you, though. You see, this lady is the MVP of this video. She's the most smartest. This lady knows Trump is trolling. And look at him. He is? He's trolling? Are you serious? Are you sure? Like, yes. Yes, Van Jones. You're smiling like, let's run that back. This dude is actually surprised that Trump is trolling.
These 4 years, it's time.
You've been reporting on this dude for years, and you still don't know that this dude is a troll? Come on, man.
Time to move on.
This is a prime example of him trolling people because people have said, they're like, oh, if he gets in the office, he's going to be a dictator. He's going to try to run for a third term. So he's like, okay, y'all.
Dude, you actually believe this?
In the office, he's going to be a dictator. He's going to try to run for a third term. So he's like, oh.
I'm pausing it now on this damn asshat. Look at this clown. He actually gets paid. He actually gets paid, though, to be a news anchor or whatever the hell he is, to be a reporter. This dude actually gets paid money. This dude truly believes this, though. Look at his face. Look at his body language. Look at his demeanor. This dude truly, guys, believe that Trump wants to be a dictator. You have been brainwashed to the core, Van Jones. There is no hope for you, dude. I don't even know how these people dress themselves. I truly don't understand how these people even know how to feed themselves at this point. How do you people know how to get in your cars and drive? You truly believe everything that these people tell you. All they have to do is use the word Hitler or Hitler for you guys to just fall to your knees when it comes to this indoctrination. You people are slaves. Van Jones is a slave to this indoctrination. This is absolutely diabolically embarrassing, dude. Oh, yeah, he wants to be a dictator. Well, yeah, like, you are stupid, dude. For you to actually believe this, you need to lose your job.
They're like, oh, if he gets in the office, he's going to be a dictator. He's going to try to run for a third term. So he's like, okay, y'all think I'm going to do that? I'm going to mess with y'all and say this to take y'all out.
I thought you loved this man because he's so authentic and he's such a truth teller.
But you need to know the difference between somebody trolling somebody, and this is a prime example of him being a troll.
If you had to do it all over again, would you vote for Donald Trump again, yes or no?
Yes, I would. Mm-hmm. Now, in the future, I am not a diehard Democrat or diehard Republican. If there were a Democratic candidate who was more aligned for me, then I would vote Democrat.
Which there isn't. The Democrats have absolutely nobody. Who the hell do they have? Hakeem Jeffries? AOC? Jasmine Crockett? What's that dude? David Hogg? Come on, bro. Even Gretchen Whitmer is coming to her senses about doing business with Donald Trump. I think there was a military base there in Michigan or something like that, that Trump helped her get back in order. So shout out Gretchen Whitmer, man. Even though she's a far leftist weirdo, she's still doing business with Donald Trump to keep things, going. I just love bipartisan people who would love to sit down and have a adult conversation. Unlike these leaders that they have now, the Democratic Party, even Chuck Schumer, guys, they snubbed Chuck Schumer for AOC all because Chuck Schumer agreed with the Democrats. Agreed with the Republicans, one time. One time Chuck Schumer agrees with the Republicans. Now it's, we want an AOC now. So clearly the Democratic Party, like your supporters, are fairly far left. They're fairly far left.
If you go back in time, would you vote for Donald Trump? Yes or no?
Yes.
I think I might know the answer on this next.
She said yes. It's immediately yes. No, I'm sorry.
If you had to do it all over again, would you vote for Donald Trump? Yes or no?
1,000% absolutely yes.
We 3 out of 3, baby. We 3 out of 3, baby, on CNN. I know it hurted their soul to air this, guys. I know it hurted their soul to air this. 3 Black Trump supporters saying that they do not regret their vote at all during Trump's presidency is absolutely gold. This is a W.
And Jones joins me now. It's interesting. Most of the information that they are getting, or misinformation they may be getting, is coming.
Yeah. And this is why no one will ever respect CNN. This is why no one will ever respect you people. Oh, the information. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, in this case, misinformation. Did you guys catch that?
Most of the information that they are getting, or misinformation they may be.
Or misinformation that they make. Like, bro, they could not let it go. They can't let it go. They will never let this go, Chad. Ever. They will never let this go. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
Be getting is coming from online.
Really, 100%. The thing that surprised me the most was how much social media.
Newsflash, a-holes, who controls online? That'd be Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. He was actually with the left before he supported Donald Trump. So you guys can say, oh, Elon, oh, Joe Rogan, this and that. These people were with the left before they supported Donald Trump. So you guys can say anything you want, but at the end of the day, I mean, you guys had the top two people that boosted Trump's popularity. You guys had Joe Rogan and you guys had Elon Musk. And they left the Democratic Party because you guys suck. Buns.
Media is dictating, especially the younger guy. You know, he said, look, I'm learning all this stuff about America that I didn't know. I'm like, where are you learning from? TikTok. China. Guys, you're a Republican and you're taking the Chinese narrative about your own.
Bro, China never needs to come out of these people's mouths. That's what the C represents in CNN. This is the China News Network, guys. Let's not get this twisted here. Van Jones saying China is crazy, though. It's absolutely diabolical when your mentor, your basically the person that you've been glazing for 4 years, Joe Biden, has been doing deals with the China Communist Party for decades, him and his entire family. So for you to say, China, Republican, that shouldn't even, look, China shouldn't be good with either other party. And he actually just told on himself when he did that. Oh, I thought Republicans didn't like China. So what are you really trying to say here? That Democrats do accept China? Let's go back here, guys.
About America that I didn't know. I'm like, where are you learning from? TikTok. China. Guys, you're a Republican and you're taking the.
Listen to that. Listen, guys? Let's play that one more time. Think about this for 2 seconds, guys. He just said, oh, I learned from TikTok. China. You're a Republican and you're talking about TikTok in China. Dude. So you basically just admitted you know that Republicans are not fond of China, but the Democratic Party is. Checkmate. I'm making a whole video about this. Is why I don't see why people don't make videos on stuff like this. When people say stuff like this, I don't see how this isn't headline news. Let's replay this one more time, guys. I can't believe this video is only 6 minutes and we stretched it to 30. But listen, let's listen to this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time.
Look, I'm learning all this stuff about America that I didn't know. I'm like, where are you learning from? TikTok. China. Guys, you're a Republican and you're taking the Chinese narrative about your own country to heart.
Checkmate. We got him. We got him. We literally got him. We have you now, bro. You're a Republican talking about China taking their advice about your own country to heart. Dude, you've been exposed. You just basically exposed the Democrats for being fond of China. Oh, you're a Republican. You're not supposed to like China. You're a Republican. You're a Trump supporter. I thought you guys didn't like China. So ultimately, Democrats do like China. They like communism. You feel what I'm saying? They like socialism. They like Marxism. This is what these people want for the country. Van Jones just said it clear as freaking day. Clear as freaking day. And I'm definitely gonna put this out, guys. I cannot believe this dude Van Jones just said this on national television, and I have yet to hear anybody speak about that part. I have not seen no right-wingers speak on that. You basically just tied the Democratic Party with China. You just tied the Democratic Party with the Chinese, Van Jones. Because a Republican isn't supposed to like China, right? You're a Republican.
But that was a big part of their whole information ecosystem.
Yeah,
Social media.
fascinating. Does it seem to you that they follow news closely? I mean,
No, that was the other thing too. Is like, one of the women said, "Look,
See, look, man. So you got 3 black Trump supporters that came on your show, and they told you their beliefs and opinions, and now you're gonna go back into your damn CNN lair, write a shitty ass report on what you discovered during your interview, and what, you go back to your show and just trash them? Oh, they don't know this, they don't know that. What? They know exactly what they voted for, and this is the problem. Van Jones thinks that black Trump supporters are not intelligent. But in reality, it's you people are the ones that are stupid as hell for voting for a woman like Kamala Harris, who is about to literally blow up the world. The world was about to be blown up because of this chick. And you guys think we're stupid? We know World War III was around the corner. We know inflation was skyrocketing. We know the price of eggs and food and all of the necessities that we need to survive out here was just absolutely skyrocketing. These people that you interviewed aren't unintelligent. You are, Van Jones. You don't realize how bad Joe Biden truly was until he did that debate with Donald Trump. And then you stabbed Joe Biden in the back and went full on Kamala Harris. Now you people are, oh, we're Team Kamala now. We're Team Kamala now. You people don't even like each other. Everybody was backing Trump in the Republican Party.
I do not watch any of the media. She says, I have some influencers I follow, Candace Owens being a big deal, and Newsmax. And that is their information system.
Candace Owens will be, let me just say this about this dude, Van Jones of CNN. Candace Owens is a damn titan when it comes to reporting compared to CNN. First of all, these people lie their asses off. So I'm not even finna sit up here and let you get away with that, buddy. You not about to sit up here and say Candace Owens is not credible when she does. She is one of the most hardest researchers that I have ever seen in my lifetime. She is one of the most biggest investigators I have ever seen. And it doesn't matter if she's black. She just so happens to be black. But this lady definitely knows her stuff. She knows way more than you, Van Jones. I would love to see you debate Candace Owens on anything. You are a flipping clown, bro. You are a milk dud, wrinkle forehead having clown. You can't even accept the fact that there are black Trump supporters out here that can think for themselves. Yeah, they have new information that was presented to them by right wingers like Candace Owens. It's like, but at the end of the day, they came up with their own conclusion. And the conclusion that they came up with is that the Democratic Party has been lying to us. People like you have been lying to us. And then when we speak up about this, you call us stupid and ignorant. And basically, guys, what it boils down to is he's calling these 3 black Trump supporters ignorant coons. That's basically what it boils down to. Oh, they was watching Candace Owens besides CNN. They was watching Candace Owens besides us. So I'm mad about that. And they voted for Trump instead of Kamala because they were believing right wingers over us, the China News Network, which happens to be CNN. Like, no, Van Jones, you're not credible at all. You honestly are going to be out of a job soon. You let Vivek punk you live.
And listen, these are hardworking people. They're good people. They care about the country, but they are in a completely different information environment than people who I talk to every day.
That's because you people aren't giving real information. You people are giving false information, real misinformation, dude. What do you mean? I want to look up something. I want to look up when Van Jones got punked by Vivek Ramaswamy. Let's see. Is okay? There it is. This is crazy, man. I love this video. I love this video, guys. You see how he... Okay, let's read this for a second, guys. Van Jones' unhinged rhetoric on CNN led to death threats against Vivek and his family. At first meeting, they effectively told each other to F off. Then Van returned and something truly remarkable happened. Excuse me.
So we got death threats. We got death threats after the thing you said. So that's Van Jones for you. So on air, I actually don't swear. I did it very intentionally that one time. And I want you to just know about it because I think it's important. So you were on air and you said that he's a demagogue, he's dangerous, he's going to be around for 50 years, long after Donald Trump's gone. For the first time in the campaign, we get a death threat of a man who wants to show up in New Hampshire. Thankfully, the police intervened, got it. The next day,
Vivek is punking his ass. Right, put your finger in his face, you damn punk. You love to talk behind a camera. Shout out Benny Johnson too, man, for sure.
Back-to-back days. My wife's scared enough. The next day, we wake up. It's 3 a.m. We get a call from him. He's my security guard saying, "Thank God you picked up because we just got a call that somebody showed up at your house and has 4 dead bodies." So that's within 48 hours. And I'm not going to attribute that to your comment because whatever it is. But for our family, you know what? Publicly, I didn't do it. But for our family, yeah, it pissed us the heck off, actually. And so the reality is, I don't try to engage in rhetoric that gets other people in danger of bodily harm. But I do think that if somebody's going to, even if you didn't intend to provoke that kind of ire on my family, yeah, in that week it landed with me. Now, at the same time, am I going to test? Do I want to set a good example for people in this country of what discourse looks like? I do. In the heat of a presidential campaign.
See, and that's the thing. That's because the Democrats, they only know violence, guys, and destruction, and chaos, and disturbance. That's all these people know. They don't know anything else. The rhetoric that they use is damaging to themselves and to others. They don't know how to do anything else besides promote violence, degeneracy, and separation, ladies and gentlemen. Do not listen to people like Van Jones. I am telling you, bro, these are the worst of the worst. The only reason that this dude has a job is because he is being paid to race bait and grift to keep black people in line in America. That is the only reason why this dude, Van Jones, has a job.
Campaign, and I've been open about it since I left the campaign as well. My competitive spirits, sometimes stop us from being able to have the level of discourse we want. And I think you were wrongfully pushed out of the White House for your comments around 9/11, way back when as well. They were misconstrued, exactly. So what I will tell you is this. Yep. So I just wanted you to know that backdrop. That's my personal song. Don't get anybody else.
I will call you in a couple of days and I'll apologize for you.
Okay, well,
I'll apologize. Right, you damn punk. Damn milk dud head. Vivek came and punked your ass.
we need to do any of this on air.
Right, you don't have to do it on air in front of a camera, my guy. Thanks.
And you know what we can do is you can turn the page and maybe have a chapter to demonstrate what actual good discourse looks like in this country. And that's not just on you, that's on me as well. Okay, that's on two of us. No, hey, it's classy of you to say so. And I hope we can build a friendship. I really mean that. Please do. Okay? Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, that dude is a damn punk, man.
Atera is the...
This dude, Van Jones, is such a punk. Now, granted, Blake did handle himself very, very well, because if my family got threatened by a person who I don't know if that guy like murdered 4 people or not, the same dude that threatened Vivek. But if something like this happened to my family, dude, you might as well call Aiden Ross, bro, because we got to set up that boxing match. I'm not going to lie to you. We got to set that up ASAP, because I'm not about to let you get away with all this crazy ass rhetoric, calling me Hitler and anti-Semitic and racist and this, that, and third, when I am clearly not these things. If I was Trump, I would have been told Joe Biden, bro, it's time to throw the gloves on, bro. I would have told Barack Obama, it's time to throw the hands up, dude. Because you're not about to sit up here and keep calling me a racist when, first of all, Trump used to be a Democrat. He used to be a open Democrat. But then he said there are things that's going on within the party that he don't like, which is why he ran as a Republican, which fairly so, he did the right thing. And he won. So Van Jones, like I said, he is not a credible news anchor at all. I honestly think he's just an emotional wreck who's just looking for some attention in the Democratic Party. They will never see this guy as a leader. They will never see this guy as a respectable man because he doesn't stand for anything, you know? Van Jones does not stand for anything. He does what his boss tells him to do. He does what his boss tells him to say. And honestly, I hate the guy Don Lemon. I can't stand Don Lemon's guts. But I respect Don Lemon more than this dude. Van Jones is just an absolute puppet. He's an absolute puppet. And the only reason why he spoke up about Joe Biden saying he can't do this and he can't do that is because all of the Democrats at that moment started to panic and text each other and tell each other like, yeah, Joe Biden cannot do his job at all. And if I would have respected him more if he would have reported on Joe Biden's cognitive decline back in 2023 or even 2024 during the election year. I would have respected these people more if they just came out and said, well, Joe Biden's getting kind of old. You know, we don't really know how he won in 2020 because what they say, Joe Biden got the most votes in America. Joe freaking Biden, ladies and gentlemen, got the most votes in American history, which me personally, I will never believe that. You can't pay me to believe that ever. Joe Biden is not that good. No, honestly, he hasn't even done nothing as the vice president for Barack Obama. What the hell did you do exactly? I know you got $24 million in unknown assets from other countries. So, yeah, like Joe Biden sucked, and Van Jones was one of his biggest supporters. And I cannot respect anyone who knows that Joe Biden's cognitive decline was a real issue, yet you want to sit up here and admit it after a debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, when everybody has been saying Joe Biden has a cognitive decline since 2019. You guys have known this since 2019 that Joe Biden is not all the way up there in the head. You guys knew this. Come on. But you guys just fail to tell the truth because it's CNN, China News Network. And that's why you people aren't credible anymore, especially people like Van Jones. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And I wouldn't even be surprised if he never called Vivek and said he apologizes. I wouldn't be surprised at all because this dude is a fake piece of S. But thank you guys for joining the live stream today, guys. This was a fairly short live. Well, not live. It's probably like almost an hour. But the video was actually only 6 minutes. And then, you know, I just wanted to see Van Jones be a little punk, you know, see Vivek Ramaswamy punk this guy. But yeah, guys, like I said before, China News Network, these people are failing. Kudos to these Black Trump supporters for standing 10 toes down on their beliefs and their vote on Donald Trump. It's absolutely amazing. You got Van Jones looking like a deer with headlights and say, oh, he's running for a third term. Like, dude, he's not running for a third term. It's called trolling. And even the lady in the video said it's a troll. You're so you get paid millions of dollars to report news, and a random ass lady knows that Trump is trolling. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, guys. If you are new, I would very much appreciate it. Shout out Ohana, shout out Bike Racer Dude, and shout out Dwayne Glover and everybody else that was in the chat today. I really do appreciate it a lot, guys. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about what else? It was another breaking story. It slipped my mind, but it'll come back to me soon, guys. But we're gonna be live later. Hopefully, we try to get a panel going soon. And yeah, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and follow me on X too if you guys want to check out my X account and stuff like that. I'll be posting sometimes, not really all the time. Not really an internet guy like that. But yeah, follow me on X, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the merch store, guys. And yeah, subscribe if Van Jones' head looks like a milk dud. Peace.